Hello, I'm Peter Towers from ESS BIZTOOLS, delivering business advisory services to add value is a very important consideration for accountants to consider at this stage of the COVID-19 coronavirus. But every journey starts with a single step. Someone far more famous than me said that. And I would refer you to the CommBank's Market Pulse report that they produced in June 2020, which identified that business advisory services is the practice area expected to be most in demand in the next 6 to 12 months. And my conversation with you today is going to center on that statement that was determined from a survey of a wide number of accountants over 4 different industry classifications, from very large firms to medium-sized firms to small and very small firms. And in that survey, those accountants gave a rating to business advisory services of 70%, the highest category that was identified. It is interesting that tax consulting was rated at 48%. The chief executive officer of one of the accountancy firms surveyed stated that clients are using this time to revisit business models and looking at ways they can diversify income or introduce new ways of delivering products and services to clients. They will think more creatively and innovatively, he said. Every journey starts with a single step. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. I know many of you worry about the time and commitment you're going to have to put into developing your templates, your articles, your newsletters, your promotional material when you start looking at the delivery of business advisory services. But don't worry anymore. We have developed that material for you. We have spent hundreds of hours on each of our product packages in developing and refining the material. All you've got to do is read it and practice. Participate in the videos that we have produced, because we can supply you a wide range of product packages that relate to the issues confronting small businesses and medium-sized businesses in Australia today. We include promotional and marketing material to assist you to get your message across via your website, client newsletters, social media, news releases to the local media in your area, training videos, to assist you to be able to commence the delivery of business advisory services within 30 days is our aim, so that you can start earning professional fees from the delivery of these services. Product packages have been developed by our experienced team of people closely associated with the accountancy industry. I, as the Managing Director, have had a wide range of commercial experience, and I'm bringing it all to play in the development of these products and services for you to use. I was the CFO and company secretary of a listed public company where I learned a lot about how businesses operate. And I think that big businesses, listed public companies, run themselves as a series of small businesses. And therefore, we should be advising our clients, the small business and medium-sized enterprises, those aspects of how they can manage their businesses more effectively. I've been an accountancy firm partner, just like you, and I know the problems and the issues that you are confronted with every day. I was the consultant for a major Australian government program delivered by Oz Industry known as COMET, Commercialising Emerging Technology. That gave me a tremendous insight into how Oz Industry operates and how grants operate particularly related to research and development and the Accelerating Commercialisation Grant. And I've acted as a consultant to accountancy businesses and SMEs situated all over Australia. My team have had a wide range of experience, and we are adequately supported by our external web management consultant who keeps our products being available to our subscribers via the internet. And we have developed an affiliates network, which comprises some of the most experienced accountants and business operators in Australia who have contributed their input, their knowledge, their criticism, their suggestions into the product packages which we have developed for you to be able to use to deliver what the CommBank has identified from a survey of accountants as the most in-demand product package that you could deliver in the next 6 to 12 months. And I think from there on, indefinitely, because business advisory services is finally going to make its presence fully felt on the Australian business community. And if there's any worthwhile byproduct that's come out of this whole COVID-19 disaster, I think it will be that SMEs have realised that their accountants can do more than prepare income tax returns. And you should be capitalising on this. So let's look at some of the product packages that we have. These are the 6 major product packages, but there are another 14 product packages included within ESS BIZTOOLS. The first one is survival in difficult times. And gee, that's what we've got at present, isn't it? So you have tools to evaluate all aspects of the client's business. There's 38 separate questionnaires that are backed up by links to articles which we have written and worksheets for some of them, so that you can consult with your client and then forward to them the material that equips them with the information they need. So there's COVID-19 coronavirus, there's government loans and grants for natural disasters. Because we had been writing this material and updating it to suit the conditions that were prevailing in January and February of this year, following the disastrous bushfires and floods. Business monitoring and benchmarking, steps to ensure peak business fitness, cost reviews, team members reviews, web wastage and defects and reworks, very important cost area, shrinkage, theft, pilferage and fraud, all of these important issues for your clients, cash flow forecasts, budgets and projected balance sheets, cash flow management, customers, debtors management, debtors finance and factoring, credit and debit of insurance and debt insurance, work in progress, stock or inventory reviews, suppliers, importers, exporters, banks and lenders, marketing. You have material on each of these items to assist you to be able to communicate with your clients. Social media, selling, profitability, property investments, culture, selling a business, franchising, government, capital raising, leadership for a business, benchmarking, buying a business, insurance, succession, government grants, risk management, avoiding problems, and the overall summary of the big picture. So that's a overview of what's contained within survival in difficult times. So you could sit down with your clients. My recommendation is any client who has been in receipt of JobKeeper should be the first client that you're talking to, because their turnover has dropped at least 30%. How can you assist them to get back to where they were in January and February of this year and hopefully expand their business even further. That's the challenge. Chief Financial Officer Services. We've been offering this both in my previous accountancy firm and through my separate consultancy business for some time. SME operators encounter numerous problems every day, in many ways similar to the problems that are encountered by big business, public companies. In larger areas, one of the biggest problem areas is finance. You've only got to look at how many accountants are employed by big businesses. And I don't think there's any difference with an SME, other than they do not have the benefit of employing an in-house financial expert. They don't have that benefit. So who do they go to ask their what-if questions? When I was a chief financial officer, I reckon I spent 3 to 4 hours per day basically responding to the CEO and other key management team members what-if questions that come my way. What if we did this? A lot of them would do with job costing, foreign currencies, change in processes, getting more information out of the accounting reports, adjusting key performance indicators. How often do you do this currently for your clients? Because this is the sort of work that big businesses are expecting their CFOs and their accounting teams to answer. How are your clients getting answers to those questions? You've been trained in a wide range of financial management areas, not just taxation. You can answer these questions if you gear up to provide it. And I think you would also be part of the client's leadership team, because you'd be performing a virtual chief financial officer service, contributing to a wide range of issues for your clients, things you probably don't do at present: cost control, verifying charge out rates, verifying the retail selling prices together with the product mixes to make sure that the targeted profit's going to be achieved, financing the business. Does the company need to raise capital? Facilitating business review meetings monthly or quarterly throughout the year, not just left at the end of the year. That's whole time thinking. We need modern thinking to suit the requirements in 2020. Let's now look at business funding for SMEs. With the changes to JobKeeper Program, a lot of your clients are going to start running into tighter financial conditions. Virtually every financial writer in Australia for the last 2 to 3 months has been predicting immense problems for SMEs once JobKeeper finished. Now, their original comments were targeted at the end of September. We've now gone through the end of September because JobKeeper is going to continue for some people in a modified format beyond the end of September, as you all know. But I think it's going to be very difficult, and so do the financial writers, for SMEs to be able to deal with banks unless they really don't need to borrow. So a few years ago, this would have been an absolute disaster for SMEs. Where are they going to get funding from? But there is an opportunity now that is available because the government 2.5 years ago legislated for crowdsourced funding equity raising. And we have got a full product package on crowdsourced funding equity raising to assist you to deliver those services to your clients. Sure, you've got to do some training and reading, but we've got that material prepared to assist you. Early stage innovation companies, a great initiative of the government to help companies who are young, who have undertaken research and development. And we have a product package to assist you. For 35 years, thank goodness, we've had the opportunity to utilize Section 708 of the Corporations Act. It's limited in what can be done and who can be approached, but it's there. But I find many accountants have really got no understanding of how that section works. And we will take you through that as well. So the Business Growth Fund is also supposed to be in operation this year. The government's announced it. They've appointed a chair, former Premier of Tasmania. And we will be updating our material in that product package as soon as that fund is in operations. But nothing is easy. We all know that. And that's one thing we've really learned out of the last 6 or 7 or 8 months. Your clients are going to need a business plan that's realistic and current, budgets and cash flow forecasts for at least the next 3 years, in some cases 5 years, and understand the rules that apply to each way of capital raising. And to understand them, you're going to need to understand them, of course, so that you can mentor your clients on those activities. And we've got that material for you. So they're going to be able to raise capital from the public without having to mortgage assets, without having to issue personal guarantees, and without having to pay monthly repayments back to the bank. I think a lot of your clients would be very happy about that. Sure, I accept they need to have a good business. They need to have a vision. They need to have a leadership team that is keen to achieve some new goals. They need to have a competent board of directors. But a lot of your clients will fit that category. Why not look at it? Why not? We also have a package on industry-specific advisory. Around Australia, there are thousands of tradie type businesses that I don't know how they determine their charge out rates. Some tell me they listen in the pub to what their competitors are talking about and then use their rates, but their competitor might be on the wrong track. So we've developed a charge out rate calculator, which was based on some material that Andrew Geddes produced at the Financial Management Research Centre years ago. And Andrew was very happy for it to be updated so it can be used today. We also have a charge out rate calculator for manufacturers. And the whole idea is to help your clients achieve their targeted profits by monitoring the productivity of their employees, by the system they have for markups on products they've purchased in for jobs, by a clear understanding of what their overhead costs are. And when all that's put together, we'll achieve the targeted profit. We also have a retail business pricing product mix profit calculator to achieve profits that you could look at. And we have a professional fees calculator that I've been using for years, and many of our subscribers have been using for years to set their own professional fee charge out rates, again based on some pioneering work undertaken by Andrew Geddes, who's one of our key affiliates. And Andrew undertook that work when he was at the Financial Management Research Centre. We also have a business health check for specific businesses. It's really a detailed internal benchmarking review where your client can be comparing performance 1 month to the next. Our next product package is an exciting one because I think during this lockdown period of COVID-19, we may have another benefit that's going to emerge. And that is many of your clients could have been undertaking research and development whilst they've been sitting at home. They've gone to their offices and written some computer code, or they've gone to their backyard sheds and developed a prototype of a new machine, a new process. I think it's time to start communicating. And our system has got some newsletters you can send around to all your clients, asking them, have they been undertaking these type of activities? Because the government makes financial assistance available for research and development. In our product packages, we have a system to make sure you can implement an appropriate research and development system into your client's business so that they record all of the information that's required to meet the requirements of Oz Industry and the Australian Taxation Office. And incidentally, in the budget brought down last week, the Treasurer announced that the Australian government is not proceeding with some rather draconian changes that they were proposing to the research and development legislation. That's all been withdrawn now, and in fact, they've expanded the financial contribution the government is making to research and development. So it's a great opportunity for you as accountants and tax agents to get close to research and development activities, and we've developed the material for you to use. As part of this package, we've included particular documentation on the Accelerating Commercialisation Grant, because this is a grant of up to $1 million on a 50% grant basis to assist companies who are undertaking research and development to commercialize it. And I've been involved in a number of these, and there's a lot of money has to be spent for most businesses to be able to commercialize their inventions. And if they need a hand in being able to raise the capital, early stage innovation companies was put in place specifically to assist companies who have undertaken research and development who are young. So the company has to qualify under one of two tests, and we have all that specified in the product package. We've got the checklists there for you to guide you through, notes for you to give to the client. Early stage innovation companies status helps the company to raise capital. Why? Because there's attractive taxation incentives for qualifying investors. The last one I want to talk to you about in this overview of our 6 top product packages is government grants. Now, many of you have got an awareness now that there are significant government grants because of the assistance that the Australian and the various state and territory governments have been making available during the COVID-19 coronavirus. But there's hundreds of other grants that are there that unfortunately many accountants do not appear to be aware of. And these are a great introduction to business advisory services for you to earn professional fees from, and also to assist your clients. So all you need to do is to subscribe to our ESS BizGrants product package. You insert the profile of your client, which takes about 3 minutes to insert, and the grant system produces a list of potential grants that suit the profile of the client that you've just introduced out of the hundreds of grants that are available in Australia. And you then have the responsibility to answer some additional questions, ranges from 1 to 6 questions. And the report will then be prepared so you could send that to your client, the grant opportunity report. It will have your name on it, the client's name, and it's a report that you're submitting to them to advise them of the grants that are available. So government grants are a great way for you to introduce business advisory services, because you can perform services that the government grants are going to pay for, such as business plans, budgets, cash flow forecasts, cash flow management, enterprise mentoring, which I've just finished one of those sessions this morning, a 1-hour session I do every fortnight for a business. Strategic planning, business mentoring, project management for the Accelerating Commercialisation Grant. So there's some of the activities you can undertake within the grant area. In all of our product packages, we supply training. Every one of those packages receive our ESS BizTools training package. It's 12 individual sessions. Takes about 1 hour each, and you can sit down and do them in 2 days if you like, or 1 session a week for 12 weeks. That's up to you. And we go through a whole range of issues in those training packages. There's also a 60-minute video included, taking the plunge into business advisory services with the ESS BizTools product packages. And you will find that very interesting. So do you want to learn more about how you're going to provide business advisory services to your clients? Are you ready to take the plunge and be seen to be an accountancy business that's acting in line with what market expectations are at this time of the year in 2020, by offering a broader range of services to your clients without having to reinvent the wheel and say you're now going to go away and spend 300, 400 hours on the preparation of each individual product package? And this will assist you to differentiate your services in the marketplace. This is very important that you are seen to differentiate your services. So please accept our invitation to attend a 60-minute session with me to discuss your firm's current position, your aspirations, and we will then advise you on the product packages that we have, which will suit your firm's clients and your prospects. I might recommend that you subscribe to our gold package, which includes everything that we've produced, or it might be individual product packages that suits your aspirations and what your clients are looking for. I'd really like to have the opportunity to talk to you for about 1 hour to go through that. So if you would like to book that complimentary 1 hour with me, please do so. Please go to go.essbiztools.com.au/3-schedule. go.essbiztools.com.au/3-schedule, and I look forward to talking to you. You are most welcome to visit our websites, essbiztools.com.au and essbizgrants.com.au. Please do so. Or you could telephone me on 1-800-232-088 or send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au. In conclusion, stay safe, and please remember that your peers in the accountancy profession have nominated that business advisory services is the key product area that you should be concentrating on in this very difficult period that we are currently operating within. So stay safe. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.